Yo, what is going on YouTube? My name is Ben. Welcome back to yet another Balisong video. Today we're going to be talking about types of Balisongs and what to look for in a Balisong if you are looking to get into it more competitively or you're looking for something just more comfortable to flip. I have for comparison today the Alpha Beast from BRS, the Nautilus from Squid Industries Co., the Rebola from Black Balisong, and the Kershaw Lucha. I am not sponsored or endorsed by any of these companies, and my thoughts are all my own. Let's get right into it. So I am trying something different today too, and that is this 30 frame flipping. So if you think it looks different, it does. It looks a little bit choppier, but it still looks really cool. But I want to start out with the Alpha Beast because it is historically a really great knife for flipping, and nowadays doesn't see as much use as, say, other Balisongs like Squid Industries Co.'s products. Now that may be as down the line that Squid is now much more popular than BRS, and Squid has kind of fit into the niche of the market that BRS was in, and now BRS has been pushed out or something to that effect. And I wouldn't disagree, but I also think that and what I'm saying is in terms of price and availability and stuff, but I also think that Squid is starting to, they are creating some very, very flippable knives, and people are realizing that some of these old knives that they thought were the best, they have been upgraded. They're no longer the best of the best. They're still good knives. They don't flip as good as they could be simply due to balance, not build quality. This Alpha Beast is fantastic. It has good steel for the blade, and it's titanium for the handles and the spacer down there. It has very common pivots and stuff like that. Build quality is incredible on the Alpha Beast, as it should. It's a $400 knife or something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while. It has been a long time actually since when I got mine. But that alone, I think this is the best variant of the Alpha Beast. It's the alt variant, and it is thicker handles than usual. A couple of the batches had some thicker titanium scales. You know what I'm talking about. But so it's not the best of the best, but the alt is definitely the better, in my opinion, for competitive flipping, just based on it makes the knife a little bit more handle heavy, which is good. Okay, moving on to my favorite knife currently of all time, and that is simply due to its balance. So I want to talk about that just a little bit. So check this out. This is the gold and black Nautilus from Squid Industries Co. And in hand, I don't know if you can see it in the camera. It might be a little harder to see with less frames, but it's so smooth to me. There's no comparison between this and the Alpha Beast. This is obviously better. And this is a just over $200 knife. I think Squid is definitely going to take the market. They kind of already have. I think they're just going to blow up once they, maybe a year down the line. They're already putting out a crazy amount of products, and the quality of which is pretty much unmatched right now for the price. Give you a close-up of this Nautilus. I've had this Nautilus for 19, maybe 20 months. I got the first batch when they came out. And I was intrigued because it was a very lightweight balisong. I'm pretty sure it's in the 3s. Pretty sure it's barely in the upper 3s, like 3.6, 3.7 ounces. Now I'm used to grams coming from a kendama background. Oh. That's okay, we didn't need that camera anyways. Now I'm used to grams coming from a kendama background. But ounces, I quickly realized, it literally makes no difference, it's weight. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's get back on subject. So, the Nautilus, compared to the Alpha Beast, they're both rear biased or handle biased, which means that they carry a little bit more of their flipping weight in their handles rather than their blade. That is very important when looking for a competitive flipper. Both of these knives are also handle biased, technically. The Kershaw Lucha is stupid handle biased. Like, it's way too handle biased. And that's because the blade is normal steel. But as opposed to the aluminum of the squid product, the Nautilus that I was just flipping, you have stainless steel for the handles on the Lucha as well. And the frames does make it look like they flip very similar. They do not. The Lucha does not flip well professionally. It is really well made. And you can tell when just flipping it. It sounds nice. It looks great. It looks professionally made. It's made in the US, if you care. But it's just not as, competitive. Sure, you can do cool stuff with it, and in 30 frames it looks sick because everything looks good in the sunlight and at 30 frames. Right now when I'm recording, everything looks great. But that's simply because I chose to film at a right time. So don't worry about that. Everything right now looks great. But I bring the Lucha up because it's a stupid heavy knife. I think it's 4.7, maybe 4.8. It's bordering 5. Which anything above 5, to me, is completely unflippable. Let's see if I can do it parabolic. There we go. So, I don't know. I can feel that blade. It's tempting me. Oh. Okay. So in terms of competitive flipping, Lucha, no. These two, yes, except the Nautilus is on a plane of its own. Now, granted, no latches. I took the latch off this. I took the latch off this. These two came latchless. You can see there's not even a space for a latch in the Rebola, which I guess I'll flip next. It's the last guy I have. So, thumb chapelins feel really weird on the Rebola, but I think that's just because it's super thick. Oh. So the Rebola is a really smooth knife. It's got incredible tolerances. This one does. My my slim Rebola or whatever, this is the stupid thick Rebola, you can see. It's a very pretty knife, especially in the sun. But you can, I hope you can tell it's a little bit clumsy. to flip. I did something dumb there anyways, but it's a little bit clumsy to flip. Doesn't make it as fun, makes it harder to land combos and stuff like that, and land really high competitive level tricks. Let me see if I can't do a giraffe. Maybe a double scissor. Well, that's just because I'm the best. But comparatively, if I did it on my Nautilus, which I'm not going to, because I'm probably jinxing myself if I do it, it's 10 times easier on the nut, just of how it's balanced and kind of the ergonomics of the Nautilus versus this knife. Oh, come on, be nice to me. So, hope you guys like the flips. It looks really cool in this light right here. I'm glad I filmed it this time. Hope you guys enjoyed the flips. I hope you guys like this video and this style, and I know you guys like my ranting and stuff on Balisong related content, so I will keep doing that. Kershaw Lucha, Black Balisong Rebola, Nautilus by Squid Industry Co., and Blade Runner Systems off of Beasts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you. Oops.